Hi, I'm Wayne Grabowski. I'd like to share with you how to prepare and use the Vuze underwater case for scuba diving. The structure of this is broken up into 3 parts. Basically, I have a 3-day schedule I follow. The first day is 2 days before the dive, where I prepare the cameras, charge the cameras. The next day is the day before the dive, where I actually prepare the case and prepare and load the case and test it. And then the third day is the day of the dive. I'll show you how I do the final setup and talk about what I do between dives, etc. So, I already finished my coffee, let's get to it. The Vuze cameras take a long time to charge and they tend to drain in storage. So I try to charge them up 2 days before I'm diving, because I'm usually too busy the day before and I just want to make sure I've got time to do it. So before I do that, I wanted to say this. I've had several buddies lose their cameras underwater. And I will talk at a couple of places about what you want to do so that you can get it back if yours disappears. Everybody gets these address labels in the mail from charities. So I've got a ton of these things, and I put them on everything. So I've got one on each of my Vuze cameras. I've actually got one, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I've got one inside the case. A friend of mine recently found a camera on a dive. It had one of these address labels on it inside the underwater case, and he actually called them up and the owner got the camera back. So do that. The other idea is you can put a text file inside your SD card with your name and address on it. That's a wonderful idea. I've never gotten around to it. So charging. The Vuze camera, the original Vuze camera, is a little picky about charging procedure. The Vuze Plus, not so much. But I'm going to use the same procedure on both. The Vuze camera, it detects whether or not the USB cable has power applied to it when you plug it in. If it has power applied to it, it will only charge at like half an amp. If this is not plugged in before you put it in here, it can charge at about 2.1 amps. Now that makes a big difference in how long it's going to take to charge. So the recommendation is take your cable, your USB cable, plug it in. Okay, there, that's plugged in. I'll do the same for the Vuze Plus. You plug the USB cable without any power into the little micro impossible to hit thing. Then you plug it into the charger brick. Then you actually give it some electricity. And hopefully the little red lights have turned on. Okay, so they're charging. And that's going to take a couple hours, so I'm not going to sit here and film the whole thing.